Alrighty. We'll go slightly fast forwarded this match. So 2 times. Alright, so this is the first match of Caleb's Cup. In the red, we have Jayden playing as the Huns, and in blue, we have Bloom playing as the Magyars.
It's probably not going to be too much at the start, just standard builds from both players.
Yeah, so this is the first match that we've had going. So due to this being the first one, we've actually pre-watched this match. So this will be the only match we've done as we already know the results. It is a close match though. So we've already got a bit of idle time coming from Jayden over here at 20 seconds.
If you want to go to Bloom is about to lose a Vil to a ball.
Is he? Oh yeah, and then unfortunately, yeah, Bloom already loses a Vil to the ball, and then while he was losing that, he's literally gone super idle, and literally he's like he's not even building Vils. So when we first watched this, we're like, how the hell is Jayden so ahead in villages? You know, a minute and like 4 minutes into the game. Yeah, Bloom explained to us later. He's just like, yeah, he just lost control of the ball, lost the Vil, and just forgot to build Vils under panic. But you get that with new players, haven't played online much, and just obviously versing people there's a lot of panic that goes into these games.
I still panic in these games.
So yeah, obviously early on this game we were a little bit stressed with Bloom. Like Jayden doesn't play perfect this game, but you can see he's already behind 3 Vils. Rezzy's not too far behind at the moment, but once again, like more idle time. He's just slowly just loses the spot in Dark Age. Just not a usual play for Bloom being this poor in Dark Age, but I guess just the panic. And we weren't planning to do this tournament just out of nowhere, but they were both on there and like Caleb threw the idea out, and they're like, yeah, we can do this. So like, yeah.
If you go to Jayden's line of sight, you can see he's scouting for Bloom's base, but completely misses it.
Yeah, which is actually like hilarious. Like the first time we watched this, like we were partway through the game, Caleb's just like, does Jayden know where Bloom is? And then we did the line of sight thing, and we saw he scouted, but he literally does a loop around his entire base, and then never finds him. Where Bloom's done a much better job at scouting.
He's also first to start aging up to feudal age.
Yeah. I wasn't really watching there. Like, if you saw at the start, you mentioned this before, Caleb, was Jayden missing sheep?
I think I saw it in this one. He just used his cheat without using the boar. So I think he actually was all good. He just never got his boar until after he used all his sheep.
Yeah. Like coming into this, when we first started watching this, like especially now, like, did you have Jayden as a favourite?
I didn't really know. It's obviously Bloom's a bit rusty, and I haven't seen Jayden compete online before, so it was kind of anyone's game. But no, Bloom's had a bit more time playing. Just not as much recent experience as Jayden.
Yeah, well, Jayden's been playing on and off like weeks now, and he's sort of got the experience of like strategy games like StarCraft. Where Bloom's, this is his only strategy game he's played.
Yeah,
but I know like
well,
Bloom's found like some like build orders, and like you watch here, like he knows to build like a defensive wall. He's sort of ahead on that for Jayden, he's kind of just out in the open.
Yeah, the only real downside he's got is just res collected and being behind in Vils. I think Jayden's almost 1,000 resources ahead at the moment.
Yeah, like 1,200. It's just ridiculous, and he's sort of like caught up four Vils behind, 5 Vils, 4.5 Vils behind. It's still a bit.
But the raid's coming in.
Yeah, so this is good from Bloom at the start, like early raid. Got some.
This is where Jayden really would be wanting to get Loom.
Yeah, we noticed like Bloom didn't really scout super well at the start. Like he probably could have gotten quite a few kills with his scouts. even just some stuff out of position there.
Yeah. Blue makes good use of the hill bonus. Just got that few extra scouts. Moved up to 5 scouts now. Jayden's swapping over to pikes, which should clear that up.
What we also noticed, we talked to Bloom afterwards about, like, you'll notice later, he'll actually start floating a bit of wood. And for pumping out scouts, he's barely got anyone on food.
Yeah. Well, he's got a bill kill though. 2
Yeah,
bill kills. 3. Yeah, Jayden really needed to have gotten Bloom. But he's got the castle way faster. And at the moment they are on equal bills.
Yeah, he made a good comeback. Like, we were a bit worried for Bloom there until he made his comeback with the bill kills. Like, 6 bill kills is pretty good now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, not super far behind the villagers now, really. They're almost equal. He's still quite far behind the res. And look at this idle TC again. Like, once again, run the first 1 TC. He shouldn't be having this idle.
Yeah. This is where Jayden could have really put the pressure on if he sent over those knights into Bloom's base. Now, before he ages up, he could do some serious damage.
Yeah,
Maybe
he's
just a
still
couple knight eco.
He's still sucking, yeah, feudal there. Said before, like Jayden's base is still wide open. Like, he's ahead in eco. He's got stronger military, but just all those bills unprotected. But the problem is, you keep watching this TC time down here. If Bloom wasn't so bad in this TC idle, I think it could have been a much closer game.
Yeah.
Like, he literally was almost on par again with villagers, and then he hasn't lost any villagers. He just keeps forgetting to build them. Like, what time? Like, TC time's going up again.
Jayden's gone off to try and find Bloom's base. And Bloom's going to come in for a few more kills.
Yeah, so you go out again. Like, he's found it now. Possibly.
I think he's just fighting all the bears at the moment.
We've also got this sped up at 2 times just so we can get through this first one a bit quicker since we know the results. And we'll just trial this out. The recording.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're at this point and we kind of swung our idea there for a bit. I'm like, oh, maybe Bloom's not looking so good now. You're like a good, equalizer with the kills, but we're getting stuck behind the bills again. But yeah, like, look, res collected's actually not that different.
Yeah. Bloom's been very efficient with his eco and that wood line. You can see Jayden's now racking up the idle TC time.
Yeah, he does. He does have 2 TCs though.
Camp. But if he hadn't been, he'd be so many more bills ahead at the moment.
Like, you go, I mean, like 600 res behind. Like, we thought, like, oh, okay, maybe Bloom can come back. Bloom gets a second TC down the back there, which I don't think Jayden finds that, which is good for his stone. I don't know if he ends up mining stone there or just the wood. Things go a bit rough for him here though, with all the
right under the town centre.
Yeah.
This ball doesn't help.
Pretty sure he pushes it out, which is good though. Still just stuck on that 34 vills, like this. That number just hasn't increased.
Like they're dropping a defensive town centre. Probably would have preferred to see that. If you could have got it up next to the gold a bit closer. Just so it defends a little bit more. Those hills there make it a bit annoying unless he wants to delete some of his own buildings.
Again, he's still got this idle TC coming up. Like, yeah, look, he stacked 1 TC, and he's got like 6 vills coming out of that, and the other TC has like nothing. Well, he's got something now, but like, just wasn't balanced.
Big fight happening at the moment, the choke point.
Yeah, this choke point was a great Bloom.
He's killed quite a few knights, but Jayden's got the skirms on the hill to kill the pikes, and he keeps sending reinforcements in, which I think are a big help.
So, yeah, can't equalise that. Big thing that happens here, we talked to him after the game. See these spears up the top here? He forgets about them till the end of the game.
A lot of resources.
Like here, like if you look at the res collected, it's dropped like from back at 11, 12k, they're only about 500 apart, and Bloom caught up, and then he just never expanded on that. He just started like losing the gap.
And there's castle drop coming. Yeah, so they're not terribly different here. But 12 wheels ahead for Jayden.
Yeah, see the build difference is
more army.
Huge, yeah, and Bloom's got a decent sized army, so he wasn't out of the game yet here at all, really. Like you look, both of their res like about the same with what they've got left collected. Like they've both barely got food, only got a little bit of gold, and they're both stockpiling a little bit too much wood. Because what neither are really using wood that much.
I think it's hurting Bloom a bit is he doesn't have the second armor upgrade on his knight.
Yeah, I think that would have made a bit of a change earlier on.
Yeah.
Here it's a bit rough now, but if he was using his pikes down here,
would have definitely helped.
He's got like 20 pikes up there, just about. What about that? Res collected? Yeah, he's 5k down now, but like villagers once again, like that villager count, what was like 5 minutes ago? He's only gone up like 5 vills. So he's just losing the gap. Like nothing's coming out of that one, nothing's coming out of that one, nothing's coming out of that one.
Towers might go up.
So Bloom tries to go for this castle, which might have saved him for a while, I guess. It went down. Because these games, you never know sometimes, like, you can go and smash at someone's base, but you don't kill enough of their bills or that, and you push them back out. Bloom could have come back, because if you go across the Jayden's base, it's pretty open, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
If he ran in there with, 5 or 6 knights, not that it could really leave his base now, but that could have been quite devastating.
Yeah, a few minutes ago. Yeah, just like another 5 heals on that teeth the castle a little bit earlier would have gone up fine.
That's rough. 91% for his castle. Like, yeah, you're right. We watched him put the castle down. It's hard to commentate at this quicker speed, but he just...
It's only like 8 fills, I think, that went on it.
Yeah, and it was slow as well. I think he grabbed like 3 or 4 to begin with, and then that was it. And then he's, I better send more now.
Yeah, at this point, really had to commit.
But really, for like end game score, like res collected, obviously they've dropped off a bit, sort of thing. But yeah,
yeah, it's really just that idle TC is the killer. The military control was really good. There was, those 7 kills at the start. If he wasn't idling, he would have been well and truly ahead.
Yeah, it's difficult watching these games, especially like when me and Caleb watched this the first time, or as it was being played as spectators. We just like watch the pikes. I'm like, he's not using the pikes, or like, oh, he should be running over there killing these vills because he had the scouts there early. He could have got a few vill kills, and his idle TC was just kind of let Bloom down. Jayden still played quite well. He had his little shortcomings as well. He got stuck in Dark Age for like far too long. But that aggressive castle up the front there, and the constant pressure as soon as he found Bloom's base was quite good. He might have obviously realized, like, I've got to keep the pressure up because I don't have walls or anything, so I've got to keep him in his base.
Yeah.
Because I think I played a game with you as well before. I thought it was going all right, and then just for the fact that you're like, yeah, this is a bit of a stalemate. I'll just run around the back here with some light cabinet stuff and just run through my my base with no defenses. I'm like, oh, there's all my vills. There's a stalemate gone.
Yeah, sometimes if you're behind, you just got to attack. And that can be the one thing that saves you. Is how well they can defend.
Well, quick final score here. Like you got the obviously military KD. Like earlier on, you can see Bloom's KD was really good. 32 minutes in the game is very good for I guess military pop, but like yeah, he's quite strong there. So half an hour in the game, he was a good contender still, really. Eco, if you go Eco bar, Jayden had the lead for most of it. They sort of caught up, like looking on the chart here, at Castle Age when they got there. They're pretty much on par. And then once again, Jayden just kept going up and Bloom just got stuck. Tech. Tech's not much to say. Bloom's got a... Even he was unhappy with his feudal age time. 11:46 was like not the worst time. Jayden getting stuck there at 14 minutes. Good castle time, unfortunately, for Bloom. 27 minutes, not really what you want.
I'm definitely keen to see a rematch.
Yeah, so the next rematch will be good. We'll probably, next time I record this will be live. But yeah, we'll see how this first recording goes. We'll post that on maybe today. Yeah, GG. Good first win to Jayden.
Yeah.